materialistic? Go get a job at fucking McDonald's, cause that's where you fucking belong.
I belong in the trap, I belong with a bitch on lap. 250 on the motherfucking dash, too fast and I'm high up, shawty might crash. And we ride out, blacked out, burnt out, shawty turned out, coked up, pussy ache now. Lean with the crush and the Zan and the Dutch, booed up, foreign bitch from Moscow.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy God Maliga. Today wanted to talk about a few things. Basically just what happened to me these last few weeks. I understand I haven't been posting a lot, and that's mostly because I just didn't have time. There was just so much going on, a lot of things that I had to think over the past few days, especially leading into 2016. I kind of didn't want to go into 2016 distracted. I know that might sound like me making 2016 a really big deal. That's because I treat every new year very differently, and I don't want to screw up this year, so I'm kind of taking things very slow, and I'm kind of taking things at my own pace. That way it's more convenient for me down the road. First and foremost, I want to apologize for not posting as much. I posted just a few videos every now and then, but that's because I enjoy posting videos. Sometimes I gather motivation and I just do it. But I just want to also talk about just what I plan, what are my plans for my channel in 2016. I don't plan on doing too much. I want to shift my focus a little bit. I don't want everything to be vlogs about me ranting and things like that. I want to try and get more cars to review. I want to just be, one of the one of the multiple car channels that you can watch on YouTube. And there's also a few things that's been happening to me, and I'm going to get into that. So that's going to be the vlog aspect for today. I actually quit my second job because I just didn't like the way I was treated there. When I was going to talk to the manager, he didn't really begin to understand where I was coming from. So essentially, the amount I was getting paid just wasn't enough for the work I was doing. I didn't ask for a raise, but it's just stupid how I was treated there. How could somebody go from calling you a talent and then all of a sudden just shoot you down and really tell you, oh, well, we'll call you when we need you, but we don't really need you, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna go work. I told him, I said, I'm not gonna represent a company that's basically crumbling under its own foundation. And I told him that I'm here to help you out. I love this job. I don't need this job. And I guess he got utterly offended by that fact. And I was like, well, I cannot represent the company anymore. And I told him I couldn't finish my shift. And that was that. And I was really frustrated and really angry that night. Because the person that he introduced himself as is a completely different person now. I appreciate the praise that he gave to me after I left, I really do. But he's a really good professional, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to work for a company like that. I know he has potential himself. He's a great manager and he's a great owner, don't get me wrong, but he needs to work for a different company. That company, in my opinion, is dead. Wow. It is what it is. I'm already working in a stable job environment, so I really do not care in terms of what they think in the after fact. So I really do not care what they think in the aftermath of the situation in terms of what I'm doing and stuff like that. That's my business. So I'm happy. So, I mean, yeah, of course, it was a job I enjoyed doing, but you have to just look at the bigger picture. And it all ties back to the 2016 remark I made earlier. Another thing is that I actually plan on doing a car build later this year. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I do plan on doing a build if all goes well, of course. If all goes well, this build will become successful and I will be able to continue through with this build. But, it's just kind of complicated with my day-to-day life. another different thing that I said I was never going to do until later on in my life is I'm going back to school, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm actually on my way to go get my books now. So, and to do my homework when I get home. So, yeah, I actually had one of my good friends talk to me, and, you know, my parents included as well. And they just told me, they said, listen, you just need to take it one step at a time. And, you know, yeah, sure, you may say that school is not enjoyable, but, you know, it's just part of life. Just don't be stuck. That's what they said. Just don't be stuck, because there's only so far you can go without a degree. And eventually I got talked into going back to school. So I'm only taking 2 classes though. I'm taking one 8-week class and then another 8-week class. So I won't have to be distracted by 2 classes at once. Wow. Talk about Ricer. Holy crap. Anyways, I don't want to be distracted by, you know, 2 classes at once and having a job on top of that. So, yeah, that's essentially where I'm at in that regard. Otherwise, I don't really have anything else planned for 2016. I'm gonna just go with the flow, really, and just see where I land. Another thing that happened to me in 2016, if you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, you might know that Clementine got a little banged up by a tree branch. What the Yo, you gotta be playing with me, bro. What the
Cuz, what the D, come on, son, on the set, son. Come on, son. Damn, son.
Yeah, that's what happened. So, I mean, I'm over it. I got a little magnetic band-aid. I plan to get her fixed, just not right now. I know a paintless dent repair specialist, and he taught me how to do paintless dent repair visually, and I kind of just stood by him and watched him do it, and essentially that's where I learned. So I hope all goes well with Clementine, and I hope that this paintless dent repair is going to work. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go and get her professionally fixed. So nothing I can handle though, because it's not a cheap fix. But I know a few people that'll do it for cheap. The only thing I'm worried about is the paint. You know, this color orange is really hard to find, according to my uncle, who paints cars for a living. So, I mean, but my uncle said that he might be able to do it. It's just up to what I decide to do. Anyways, that's about it for me today, actually. I wanted to make this video really short. Also, if you enjoyed the intro, I actually built myself an intro that I'm going to use from here on out. For those of you curious to know what song that was playing in that intro, it's actually Intro by my friend Young Quan. He is an up-and-coming rapper here in the DMV area, and he's pretty good. You know, I used to be interested in rap as a hobby when I was in high school, and he's actually a really good artist. So if you're interested in checking out his whole mixtape or his whole EP, I'm going to link his SoundCloud down in the description below, and hope you guys enjoy that. But anyways, guys, once again, I really hope you enjoyed this video.